Alright guys, welcome back to American Truck Sim. As always, I'm Sergeant Alpha, and I know it's been quite a while since I've done any American Truck Sim. Especially this 4-part episode from our 2 Hobbs. But just figured I'd hop in, tell you guys a little bit about what's going on with everything, and in case you haven't been keeping up with everything, on the last 2 episodes, I had recorded this episode all at one time, even though I've broken up into 4 different parts. And as you see, you have Ray over there. You have a German Shepherd in the truck with us. Ray is a kind of a nod to Star Wars, but as she doesn't really say anything or move or anything, she just kind of sits there and watches what we do. But if you haven't kept up with the other previous 2 episodes, in this I recorded this whole hour plus 2 hours, something like that, episode, and just split it up in different parts. This has been, after a while, I started getting kind of frustrated. I started making some mistakes with it. Like you're about to see here, I'm trying to get out into traffic right here to make that left and immediate right. And it just doesn't work out for me at all, so we're going to have to turn around and go a different way. So, there, I'm trying to make my turn, and traffic, it's just not having it, so we're stuck here, and now all the traffic's going to be stuck there because we're sitting here in the middle of the road, and they're not going to go anywhere, which is going to block our traffic that's in our way. So pretty much all we can really do is back up and turn around and go a different direction here. Because by the screen, they're not going anywhere. These guys aren't going anywhere. The far lane's going somewhere, but I still have this lane right here in front of me, so what we're going to do is we're going to back up into this right here. Get these guys moving, and then going to pretty much have to come out here to the right and do a U-turn. And that's not what I wanted to do, but it's pretty much the simplest way to do what I need to do. And again, time constraints because of how long I've been sitting there and doing this. I can start getting irritated. So that's why I started making decisions like this. But normally, yeah, I won't be doing things like this. And still trying to muscle my way into the right lane here, which I finally did there. That bus to stop for me, because I need to be in this right lane to make the turn, and the other truck was blocking me when he was trying to get over to the left lane. But we are where we need to be. That was the main blooper in this episode. I may bump into a car or a guardrail or something. It's been so long since I've recorded this episode, I couldn't really tell for sure. And same with my LSPDFR videos. It was one of those things that I had recorded a while back, and I just never ended up releasing because I got so busy with other things. And now, for those of you that have been around here for a while, I originally said that I was going to use American Truck Sim to kind of talk to you guys about what's going on with the channel, what I'm playing and all that stuff like that. Because it's easier for me to just sit back and drive and talk to you as opposed to doing something more action-packed like LSPDFR or Ace Combat or something else like that. Which, the reason I mentioned Ace Combat in that is I have pre-ordered Ace Combat 7. So once it unlocks, I believe, the 1st of February, I will try my best to have some episodes of Ace Combat 7 coming out. It's been quite a while since I've played any Ace Combat. I believe the last one I played, or I really got into the series with Ace Combat 6, Fires of Liberation. I kind of played it on a friend's PlayStation off and on before that. With some of the older Ace Combats, I never really got into it, but Ace Combat 6, Fires of Liberation is what really got me into the Ace Combat series. Now, I thought it was a very good game, very well done. You get to do a lot of different things. And at one point, I actually had the Indigo F-22 Raptor, which, if you're not familiar with it, it was a F-22 in Ace Combat 6 that you could download as a DLC, or purchase as a DLC, excuse me. But what it was a dark blue F-22 Raptor, and supposed to your normal planes that had your regular loadout, this plane had, I believe, close to 1,000 missiles. For its primary, yep, there's another blooper I was telling you guys about. For both its primary and its secondary weapons, or special weapons, however you want to say it. But in addition to having such a high loadout for that, the missile trail was also dark blue, and it was just one of those planes. Like, you sit there and think to yourself, why do I have this other than in the amount of weapons? Because it's very obvious to see. If you were in a multiplayer deathmatch, you were very obvious to spot because all you had to do was kind of backtrace the dark blue missile trails. But it was a fun thing to play around with. But anyways, I digress. That was the first Ace Combat that I really got into and really enjoyed. And then I waited around for a little while, and Ace Combat Assault Horizon came out. And there's a lot of guys that didn't really like Assault Horizon. But personally, I kind of liked it a little bit. It kind of brought back away from Ace Combat's normal kind of fantasy-filled bosses and stuff like that. You had more realistic battles, kind of a realistic storyline and stuff like that. You had a NATO peacekeepers doing some stuff, and then you had this rogue faction that kind of got involved and tried to attack America, stuff like that. So it was kind of realistic. You had all realistic planes. You didn't have any giant airships in the sky. There's a boss or something like that, which will be making a return to Ace Combat 7, along with a bunch of other changes. You're going to be going back to your normal Ace Combat, fantasy nations, stuff like that, made-up nations, however you want to say it. But that's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done any Ace Combat. With the ones I did have, or any new ones come out, stuff like that. Because other than Assault Horizon, I believe it's been about 6, maybe 7 years, because I forget when Ace Combat Assault Horizon came out. So anywhere from 6 to 8 years since the last Ace Combat, so that's going to be interesting to see. I'm kind of excited about it. And for those of you that have VR, for the PlayStation at least, I know that there will be several VR missions, which unfortunately, from what I've seen and what I've read, you cannot do the entire game in VR. It's just those several missions, but that's still a vast improvement over what you would have normally had before. Because before you had no type of VR or anything. We are going to continue on our way here, and hopefully get there without too many more crashes. Sorry about that. Yes, I was trying to read something that was coming through Discord for a 5M group, which, if you haven't been tracking, I started off doing some 5M stuff, which I believe the first episodes I was recording was with St. Christopher County. And I kind of really enjoyed playing with some of those guys and doing some things with them. And some stuff had happened, some stuff changed around, and it was decided that we're going to go to a different server. So we went there, and I kind of started getting all set up and was having fun there. And then next thing we know, some other stuff happens all over again. So at this point, we're just kind of like, okay, what's going to happen now? Are we going to stay together and play? Or are we going to just kind of follow to our own little separate areas, or what? And one of our guys I kind of really liked and got along with really well was Sean. He kind of stepped up and he said he was going to be the owner of the server. Tony kind of jumped in there with him and to help him out and stuff like that. And we all kind of came back together as a group and did our thing and got everything up and running. And had started doing a new series that was going to be Lone Star Law, based out of Texas, and more specifically the El Paso area. And we have El Paso Police, El Paso Sheriff, Texas Department of Public Safety, state troopers pretty much, the game warden, border patrol with a border wall, That is one thing I have not seen in 5M. And then, of course, our civilians and fire department, EMS, stuff like that. So there's a lot of things to offer from that server. But recently, we kind of came together since, we all had that falling out from St. Christopher and some of the guys that left Lone Star Law. We decided to change the name up a little bit to kind of stand out a little bit more on our own. And it has become United Roleplay. So, if you've seen the future United Roleplay, and I mentioned in the video or description that it is Lone Star Law, that is why. Because it was originally Lone Star Law, and I changed it. I changed the name of the videos and the playlist to United Roleplay. I just want to go ahead and clarify that for you guys as well. Anyways, it's still the same group of guys for the most part. A few of them have left us and went on to do other things. But for the most part, it is all still the same guys from St. Christopher County. And, we really enjoy playing with each other, getting on. There's some of us that will sit there and we'll talk about random nonsense at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I believe there was one night where me, one of our current owners, Tony, and one of my other guys, Justin, we were just discussing some stuff that's going on in the server, and then some problems we were having, and it kind of changed topic a few different times. And the guys would hop in and hop out of the channel with us, and we ended up talking on Discord for almost 7 hours straight. That's the kind of thing that you really don't get anywhere else. The connection with the guys that you have to where you want to actually talk to them and hang out with them and stuff like that. Other groups, you get on, you're there to play, you role play, you kind of go away and do your own thing again. But this group, it's pretty much like a big family, and we really like each other. We really get along for the most part. Of course, in that you're gonna have your occasional spats and your arguments or disagreements, stuff like that, but that's to be expected. But this is the best 5M group I've been a part of. And then I hope to have some more coming out for episodes of United Roleplay. There was a couple days where I had some technical difficulties, either on my end or 5M or Steam's end, and I kind of recorded a little bit, but it's not really going to be anything really big to use or anything like that, because I cut off that truck back there. I was in that lane. I wanted to leave because everyone was stuck behind him, so we just got swerved over at the last second to stay in the road. As I was saying, with the technical difficulties, I probably won't really use any of that content. I might cut it and paste it to another episode that I have recorded, but that'll be about it. Or, I may keep it and use it later on for a short video I do for recruiting or if I end up doing like a best of series and kind of do like I did with the 2018 St. Christopher County highlights and use some of the content for that or something. I have actually been recording a lot more than I was with St. Christopher. It's just since we've got so much different stuff going on, I haven't either been able to upload it or it's changed around, so I decided not to record or not to upload it or something like that. But I will try to have a lot more content coming out soon. And I hope you guys really enjoy it. You know, I know we've all had a pretty great time with it, and we're looking forward to more. But in addition to the Ace Combat and the 5M stuff, I do have a couple other games I've had for a little while I've been meaning to do some episodes with it, and it's just with work and trying to fit time in for recording alone is enough. But now with 5M, I'm actually on their 5M group, Do Not Roleplay. With those guys, I'm actually on the board of directors now, and I'm kind of helping do different things with the group as a whole, and helping those guys out with different questions they may have for me, or problems they may have. I may help them out if I know how to do it or something like that, and work and trying to get different videos recorded for different games. And I've had several of you come to me in the comments of a couple different videos, and I've had to look up an answer to a question for you, or go back and fix something I left out, something like that. I've been quite busy. You know, I've got my parents moving to Florida at the end of February, so I will have about a week of not being able to really record anything, because I'll leave out to go down there, finish helping them pack up their house and load up the truck and everything, and then I'm going to be driving a truck from North Carolina all the way down to Florida. They live in around Fayetteville. They don't live exactly in Fayetteville, but pretty close. It's like the closest big city I can think of to tell you guys. And they're moving down to about the middle of the east coast of Florida. And so that's going to be taking quite a while to get down there, especially in a truck. And then they're going to find me a way back up to North Carolina to go back to work. So while I'm down there, I'm going to be helping them unpack the house and unload the truck and get everything set the way they want it. And if we do end up having any free time, it's probably going to be spent with them, because as is, I barely get any time to see them. And now that they're moving all the way to Florida, instead of just being able to go down there for a weekend or something like that, I'll actually have to have time off work and money to go down there and stuff like that. So I'm going to be seeing them even less, so I'm going to try to make the most of the time I have with them down there. I will get back to recording with everyone once I get back from Florida. So don't worry there. I'll try my best to have some stuff pre-recorded to release during that week, which is what a lot of these videos I've released this last week was meant to be for Christmas. But I'm going to try my best to have it recorded, uploaded, and ready to go. So all I have to do is just go on my phone, hit my phone, change the settings to where you guys can see it, and stuff like that. But that's pretty much all that's been going on with me. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. I know a couple of you have told me that you've really enjoyed some of them I've done, and some of them I've had a lot of fun with. There's been times where I've, especially if I'm doing stuff with 5M or some other games with a group of people, there's been times I've actually been dying laughing. I've had to take a second to compose myself. But that's been a great time, and as of right now, while I'm recording this, I'm up to 60 subscribers, and to me, that's just amazing. I started off with 2 guaranteed subscribers. One of them was my brother, and one of them was my cousin. And from there, I've gained 58 subscribers just from getting on YouTube and posting stuff, just seeing what sticks. And I got some of them from 5M and the group I'm in doing the app, because they like to see the stuff they do in my videos and stuff like that. And I got a couple from a friend recommended me in a different place, stuff like that. But it's taken longer than I had really thought it would to start getting subscribers. But at the same time, when I first started off with it, just something I was going to tinker with, and I really didn't know anything about. And here we are, 2 years. I haven't really been doing it that constantly. There almost a year that I had to step away and do some other things because I wasn't able to record. But I came back and I started picking up subscribers all over again. I actually picked up, I believe, 5 subscribers when I wasn't releasing anything. And that was kind of shocking to me, because it'd been about a year since I'd done anything on YouTube, and here I was getting the random subscriber every now and then. So I really appreciate that, guys, and I really appreciate all you guys that come to my channel and subscribe and help me out. I never really expected to get the amount of subscribers I've gotten, especially that rate I picked them up here recently, because I know once you get more subscribers, the faster you'll start picking up guys that see your stuff and they'll like it and stuff like that. But I went from getting 1 subscriber every few months to about every 1 subscriber every month, or month and a half, 2 months, something like that, to, since I believe December, possibly the end of November, I'm up almost 10 subscribers. I want to say 10 subscribers, probably more. And that's just in anywhere from 1 to 2.5 months. And if you guys ever decide that you want to do some stuff for YouTube, it may take you a while. You may have to work at it for a little bit, and definitely be more constant with me. Taking a year off, and then there's times where I get so busy I can't release anything for a week or 2. And I meant to start releasing stuff like at least 2 or 3 times a week to kind of push forward my productivity from last year. And it just hasn't worked out that way. But if you guys can get on YouTube and you decide something you want to do, or Twitch, or whatever it is, and you want to start releasing content, as long as you can find something that you like and you think other people would like, and you can put yourself out there and stay more active than I've managed to stay active recently, you can find some progress in it. Like I said, I really enjoy doing videos for YouTube, reaching out to you guys, and every now and then talking to you guys, stuff like that. And I know, especially with 5M, just putting the guys in the group I'm in 5M out there, letting people see the things that they do, because I think they do a lot of great stuff. They come up with a lot of great ideas and stuff like that, and I think they deserve to have their ideas out there to where you guys can see it, enjoy stuff like that. And that's why I've told them, I know here recently I've got to where I haven't really recorded as much, but if nothing else, I'm going to kind of record, and if I see something I like, or if it's something that they want me to record, I'll post it, and I'll post it to just where they can see it. And then if it's something that they, whoops, I had no brakes there. No brakes there at all. But if it's something where they can see it, and if it's something that either they want out there to to where everyone can see it, or just something, after a little while, say, if they've seen it, they've enjoyed it, so I'll go ahead and release it to everybody. So I may record bits and pieces, stuff like that, and post it, and it may not be a full episode, and that's kind of what's going on with it. And that's just kind of like my little special projects I got going on. But we are going to start looking for a spot to stop pretty soon. I think we've got a few more minutes left here before we need to take a break. And then we will finish up everything in the final series for our final episode in the series of the trip to Hobbs. Thought that truck size wanted me there for a second. But hopefully, depending on availability, work, all this other stuff, etc. Hopefully, when the next state releases, which I've seen SCS announce, I'll be able to do something for that. And from what I've seen, it at least appears that the next state will be Washington. I could be wrong, but just from the several pictures that they had posted that said that, where they said that they were pretty much teasing everyone with it, the first impression I got just looking at it was Washington. Ow! That is a wall there. Why is that an invisible wall? That should be a... You should be able to park and not park in a lot of... I don't like that. Yeah, I wanted to park there. I mean, it's there for a reason. So we're going to have to park somewhere else. But just the pictures I've seen just screamed Washington to me. Washington State. So it would make sense because most of the releases so far have been on the West Coast. I know you have California, Oregon. Next one up would be Washington. And then you have Nevada and New Mexico. So they're going to obviously start off on the West Coast and work their way eastward. And eventually, hopefully, we'll have all of America, but I don't know how they would do Alaska and Canada, Alaska and Hawaii. Yeah, that's right, Canada. I almost flopped you in with America. Get over it. Hawaii, I guess we'll just have to do without, or something like that. But that's gonna be about all I have time for this episode, guys. If you like what you see, give me a like and subscribe. It'll really help me out. And again, if y'all see more ATS or less ATS, just let me know. Like I said, for now, it's mostly just my way of kind of reaching out to you guys and have a little conversation with you guys, telling you guys what's going on with the channel and stuff like that. So if you guys want, I can do more of that, or I can try to do some American Truckers or whatever, Truckers in Peace, something like that. I forget what the name of it was. I haven't done it in a while, but I can start back if that's something that you guys would like to see. But in the meantime, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later.